Good morning, Conestoga. It's Star Wars Day. Hello, and welcome to the blogcast. It is Monday, another beautiful looking Monday, by the way, May 4th. May the 4th be with you, and happy Star Wars Day to all my Star Wars friends and fans that are out there this weekend. Thanks for all the emails. Some shout outs, Mr. Matter and Kaylee, Claire, Mrs. Eckroat, Brooklyn, Mrs. Baker, Mrs. Eisted, Bo, Katie, and Alex. Thank you so much, so much for the emails. And please keep them coming as we have a busy work week up ahead of us this week. Still looking for some baby pictures, believe it or not. Please see our pages section over here. Our end of the year celebration committee would really love to include you in our slideshow. And so please, if you could just oblige and turn in those baby pictures, we'd really appreciate that. One quick note about this upcoming hangout. Normally we do our hangouts at 9 in the morning, but because Mr. Matt and myself are going to have to be going and cleaning out our classrooms over the next 2 weeks, there'll be some slight adjustments in our schedules. So tomorrow, look for our Google Hangout to start at 1 o'clock rather than 9 o'clock. Please note that change, so it's 1 o'clock. And if you want to join, we have a link right below. Continue to use our Google Dropbox. Thank you, B Fish. That was an awesome and funny suggestion for our time capsule. If you want to join our Google Dropbox, it's Google Classroom AWBXQHX. And speaking of B Fish's funny recommendation, please keep in mind or start thinking about some things you would like to put into a time capsule when we do our hangout on Tuesday. I'd love to hear your suggestions. Page 2, if I can turn the page here. Good. Writing, we have all new writing choices this week. There are 3 of them, 4 technically, as you well know. There's a journal entry. There's a thing called the best report card ever, a vocab list, which is pretty big this week. So if you're going to take that on, make sure you're studying those words. And of course, a 4th choice, which is if you want to do a rat, turn that in and counts as a writing assignment. Out of those 3 or 4 choices, pick one. Thanks. And if you would submit that in Google Classroom by Friday at 3 p.m., that would be fantastic. Reading, see Mr. Mannerin's Google Classroom. He has everything you need right there. Also, there's going to be a book hangout. Please take note. It's at 1 o'clock on Thursday. And I believe we're discussing chapters 7, 8, 9, and 10. So please be aware of that. Spelling, congrats to our password champs. Again, it was Lincoln and Audrey. Fantastic work. This upcoming week, we're going to double our work. We're going to have 2 lists, list 7 and 8. They exist in 2 spots, one over on the pages section and also in your Google Classroom. Go ahead and study those words. And our password game will be on Thursday, which I very much look forward to. Maths. 5 choices this week. Count them, 5, not just the regular 4. Technically 6. All right, so 5 choices. You need to pick 2. Those are our choices. We're going to start a new subject called mean absolute deviation, which is also known as MAD, which I will be having a discussion on Wednesday about. Appropriate measures. Check that out if you're into finding measures of center. Percents and fractions, really weird percents. And when I say that, those are percents that are greater than 100%, like if you give 110%, whatever that means, or lower than 1%, which is a super low number. Also, there is a measures of variations review this week if you want to check that out. Okay. Our median quizzes champion was Lincoln. Fantastic and great job. Don't forget, this upcoming week, you have 3 plays on our new quizzes for measures of variation. There's a link below. Check that out and get that done by Friday. We have 3 plays. Google Hangout for Maths will happen on Wednesday. Please email me if you're interested. I start my appointments at 1 o'clock, but I like to keep the numbers small so that people who have questions can ask them whenever they want. So we might do multiple sessions as we move forward. For me, they've been great, and thank you so much for your participation. Science. There are 3 choices. go ahead, pick one of those three choices. Everything you need is right in Google Classroom. There's a project about microorganisms and making a wanted poster. Read the directions for that. That seems like a really cool idea. At this point of the year, we normally make egg drop machines, which maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. But we're also, as part of that, do a thing called Inventor Research. Check that out if you're interested in learning about inventors. And also, there's an erupting volcano project this week. Go ahead, check that out. And if you do all the math that's involved in that, it also could count as a math project. So not only would it be your science, it would also be your math, two for the price of one. All right. Uh, Check that out. That's science this week. I hope you're excited about that. Social studies, please see Mr. Mattern and his Google Classroom. Everything you need for social studies is in there. Just pick one of the choices and get that done by Friday. Rats still count as writing choices, still looking for new ones. Go ahead, submit those in our rat section. I really like to see a new one. So maybe this will be our week. Sapphire, don't forget to check your Sapphire account. If you see an R, that means you returned the work and that everything that you turned in was acceptable and ready to go. If you don't see a little R on an assignment, you probably have to go back and either complete it or check to see if you have to make some corrections. Also, if you don't see one there, feel free to email either Mr. Matt or myself and ask us questions. We'd love to hear from you. Quick adjustment to my schedule on Friday, as I mentioned earlier, we have to clean out our room. So Friday, this upcoming Friday is one of my days that I'm going to be doing it in the afternoon. You won't be able to reach me. I'll be in our classroom packing up everything, including some of the things that maybe you left behind. So just keep that in mind. You won't be able to get a hold of me on Friday afternoon. Well, that's about it for this magnificent looking Monday. It's beautiful out there. Highly encourage you to get out there, enjoy the sunshine like I did on Saturday. Until I see you again, stay healthy, stay strong, be kind, and be Conestoga proud. Happy Star Wars! Happy Star Wars Day! Take care.